Okay, so this is part 2 of creating branches with leaves for games. So we left off with a finished branch and leaf texture. Well, not quite finished, and we will continue to apply some additional effects to make everything look better. Now we have all our layers here, which we're going to merge in one. So select the last one and the first one by holding shift and right click, merge layers. Now we have one single texture, one single layer. We can move this a little bit down. Eventually we can make sure that this will be in the center of our document. So for instance, I have 1600 by resolution, so I'm going to place a marker at 800 and we'll move this in the middle. Okay. The document, I forgot to tell about the document. When you create a new file, you specify your resolution. Well, usually 1024 by 1024, it's quite enough. Make the background transparent and the rest is fine. So we have our branch with the leaves. We duplicate this layer for now, hide the first one, select the last one, and control click on our layer to make the selection. Go to channel, then add a new layer. This will be the alpha layer. Select the brush tool, make sure that we select the hand round or sorry, brush. Make sure also that you have white color selected and paint over with the white on the selection. Once done, you reactivate the RGB layers and deactivate the alpha, so make it toggle the visibility, and go back to the layers, your layers. Okay, hit Ctrl D to deselect your branch, and the next step, once this alpha channel is created, is to make additional adjustments to this texture if needed. It's not mandatory. Well, first adjustment would be to create a new layer and go to the gradient tool, and okay, let's select the sample and select the foreground to transparent option. Make sure that this one is black. Also, this one is black. We can move this somewhere at 60 with location. Hit OK. Now with this pattern selected and also the new layer selected, we will fill this document to simulate an ambient occlusion on this document. We will hold shift to make a straight line, and we will create this ambient occlusion effect where practically the beginning of the branch is darker and everything is a little bit darker than the rest. Okay, we will play with the opacity here, and we will not leave like this. So we will drop the opacity somewhere around 50%. That will be enough. Okay, so 50%. Maybe it can be lower, but that depends after the test results. We will see. how it looks in the game engine. Okay, so once this done, alpha channel done, we can apply additional effects as we discussed. We can apply brightness, contrast, and eventually we can play with the hue and saturation, or maybe the color balance if we don't like the color balance. But for me, it's pretty okay. Okay, so we have everything done here. Let's continue. Now, with the last layer selected, we will go to Window, Actions, and we go to Alpha Utility, Dilate many times. Now, if you don't have this plugin, then you can go to Google and let's see, Unity Alpha Utility. Let's see. Yeah, how do I import alpha textures? That's it. And you have this link here, Alpha Utility. This is a Photoshop plugin, and you download it and unpack it and install in the plugins folder of your Photoshop installation. And then restart Photoshop and you will have this Alpha Utility, dilate many times. Now we will hit several times here. We will let to finish the first job. As we can see, not too much happened, but if we scroll a little bit, zoom a little bit, there we can see these this effect. We will do this at least 5 times. You can see as it grows. Okay, I guess one more time maybe. Okay, hide actions, and we will check if we have some pixel errors here. These were some pixels left over there which were M-phased by this tool. We will simply delete with the erase tool, but first, before we delete it, we will select everything except our ambient occlusion layer and also this hidden layer. So these, merge them. Now we can select delete these unwanted pixels. We verify if we still have some, but everything looks okay. Okay, once this done, we will apply a filter, a blur, and Gaussian blur. Now I'm usually using it around 7.5, 8. It doesn't matter, 8 will be okay. Okay, everything blurred, perfect. Now it's time to unhide our first layer. Here we go. Now create a new layer, make it the last one, and from the color picker we can pick a color from this blur area, something like a little bit darker, not too dark. That would be okay. And with the last layer, empty layer selected, hit Alt backspace to fill the whole background with this color. Now you can see the ambient occlusion effect applying on everything here. Okay, so this is it actually. With this done, we can save our document in a test PSD or TGA format, whatever you like, doesn't matter. We can save this. Okay, and replace the original one. Now next step, start up shader map and load up your diffuse texture. We called it test. All files. test. We will wait to load. There you go. Now we enable normal map, ambient occlusion map, and specular map. And also we will play with the light position to emphasize the bumpiness of the picture. Well, I guess this will be quite okay. Okay, and if you want, you can intensify the bump mapping, not too much, just a little bit. Normal map. There you go. And you can decrease a little bit the specularity. Okay. And generate the textures. Well, in the meantime, I discovered a little bit of an error, so let's go back to Photoshop. And I forgot to place my original branch texture under the ambient occlusion layer. Okay, and now we will have the real effect, because practically because of the alpha channel, we will see in the game, we will see only the branch and the leaves, and nothing about this blurred background. Okay, so we will have to place under the ambient occlusion layer. Okay, so go back to Shader Map Pro and continue to export, reload practically everything here, all, and test. After you've done here, we will go to the third part of this tutorial to create a mesh for our leaves branch, which we will use in our game engine. But first we will apply obviously some textures on it. 55 will be okay. Back to brightness down. Alright. Okay, so this is it for now. The next tutorial we will go to Maya.